Good evening, and welcome once again to another episode of Capsules of Love, Self Love, Self Care. I am your host, Richard Albert Lawrence Sr. And remember what God says in His Word. God says, "Yes, I love you." A resounding yes that echoes, "I love you," with an everlasting love. We are going to conclude our 5-part series about taking responsibility of self. In part one, we look at the emotional aspect of who you are. In part two, we look at the mental aspect. Part three, we look at the physical aspect. Last week, we look at the psychological aspect. And this week, we're going to look at the intellectual aspect of taking responsibility of yourself. Remember what the disclaimer is. The disclaimer is simply this: it is no one's responsibility, not your parents, not your spouse, not your children, associate, friends, loved ones. No one. It is no one's responsibility to take care of any of those 5 needs of yours. No one's responsibility to take care of your emotional needs. No one responsibility for you to take care of your physical needs, your mental needs, your psychological needs, and your intellectual needs. Your intellectual needs, let's jump inside of that real quick. Now, everyone is not cut out for college. I must admit that. I am a college grad myself, but honestly, I didn't go back and finish my college degree until later on in life. I could have literally done without going to college. But yes, the benefits of my 4-year degree plus my postgraduate work is that it helped me refine my writing skills. It allows me to understand, to read and comprehend on a different level. Yes, it does that. It gives you a broader knowledge of your world. Let me say that again. It gives you a broader knowledge of your world. But again, you don't need to go to college to get that. You can stay home and you can read and you can get it from the same books we use in the colleges. You can get those books online. And in this day and age, wherein almost everyone in these United States have access to the internet, oh, no one should have no argument as to why they don't know. Type in anything you want to type in on Google, and Google will give you a response. It might not be totally accurate. You read through it and see what is there. Now they have the AI. AI is even a little bit more advanced than what Google would give you. So the information is out there. How do you take care of yourself intellectually? Read. For those of you that are Christians, in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, it says that we should study to show ourselves approved. A workman that doesn't need to be ashamed of rightfully dividing whatever it is that he's studying. So if you're studying architecture and you study it well, you don't need to consult the book all the time. Imagine if your doctor, when you go there, he or she had to open up their medical book to see, okay, so you got arthritis, now let me see what that is again. No, you wouldn't want to go to that. Imagine if you have a surgery coming up and your surgeon had to consult the manual to see how to replace your knee as he's doing the surgery. You'd be like, oh, no. I need someone that's been doing this for a while. So yes, we take care of our intellectual needs by studying, by reading, by communicating, by conversing. You see, by keeping ourselves up to date. That is not the responsibility of anyone. That's between you and yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, understand that if you're going out with someone and they said this person don't fulfill me intellectually, you can't blame the next person for that. You have to blame yourself. You need to get to a place wherein you can have or hold a conversation a little bit about everything. You might not be a master of every subject and topic, but at least You have even the basic, the foundational information as it pertains to astronomy, or as it pertains to gardening, as it pertains to homekeeping, or basic math, whether it's addition, subtraction, multiplication. You don't have to know the quadratic formula, and you don't have to know calculus. You don't have to know any of that stuff. But the very basics you need to know. You need to know the basics on the periodic chart. Hydrogen, oxygen, even if you don't know it's there. So yes, you are responsible for taking care of your own intellectual need. It's not the responsibility of no one else. I hope this video has been a blessing. And if it has been, please like it if you must, but share it with someone else. The same way we start, same way we're going to end. Remember what God says. God says, yes, I love you. A resounding yes, I love you with an everlasting love. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless you, is my prayer.